Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to talk about the Falcon and Captain America Episode 6. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I'm your host, Brent Casina, and today we're going to talk about the Falcon and Captain America Episode 6, or should I say, Captain America... Oh, I said it wrong. That's how awesome this thing was. The Falcon and Captain America. That's really what this show is. We're going to talk about the Falcon and Captain America episode... We're leaving this in. The Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 6. Fantastic. I loved it. And it ended and it showed you it's no longer Falcon. It's freaking Captain America and the Winter Soldier starring Sam Wilson. Love it, love it, love it. Not gonna lie, I was sitting up here, I just finished watching it. Falcon comes in through the window with the blue suit. I guess it was Carlos Pacheco or Stuart Immonen that designed that thing a couple years back, but it was just spot on perfect. I went, woo, yeah! And then they go, who are you? And he goes, I'm Captain America, and let out another, woo, yeah! It was clapping real loud here early in the morning. Fantastic episode. 2 thumbs up, way up. Man, this got me. Really, really good. They did the work. They've made you want Falcon to be Cap. They showed you that he needed to be Cap. They showed him that he needed to be Cap. And then he also, we saw in the last episode, he put in the work to know how to be Cap in terms of throwing the shield and using his suit and doing all the flips. I think the way that they are using his mechanical suit and the wings and stuff in order to augment his lack of a super soldier serum or whatever is really, really cool. I think he's got 2 extra red wings to help him out with the jet boosters. He was lifting that armored truck off the ledge there. Really cool moment. And then just when he was battling Carly, he threw his wings in the cement and he's like, I'm not moving, and that's how he was like able to stand up to her. Really, really powerful stuff. Really, really good. And then the middle speech that not really, I guess maybe it was the end speech after the fight was all over, and he's telling that senator, like, you don't understand, and now you all have a common cause, and that this world events put everybody on the same page in the same struggle of just figuring out where they belong should make everybody realize that they have something in common with each other. I thought was a really good point to make and a really powerful thing, and really drove home the idea, but in a good way, of one world, one people, that we're all the same. We're all the same. Come from different backgrounds. We have different struggles right now, but all of our struggles, is just to be existing and to live our lives to the fullest. That's the common struggle. So if you don't get that, wake up and get it, because it's out there. There's a lot of stuff happening out there. But anyway, I thought it was like hit the nail on the head, perfect speech. I already know one of my friends was like, oh, it was too woke. I'm like, it was barely woke. Barely. He could have gone into a whole lot more in a lot of different episodes. But, because they brought up the fact that he was a black man wearing the wings, it was too woke. Come on, shut up. It's barely woke. They could have gone a whole lot more. If you think this episode was too woke, you don't know what woke is. That's what I would say. Because they could have gone a lot further and hit you over the head with a lot harder stuff. But they did it, I think, just right, just enough to maybe dig under the little people's skin to make them feel a little uncomfortable and then make them forget about it. And if that's what people need to relate to in order to feel something, fine. Whatever. Baby steps, right? It's all part of the process. But I thought it was a really good speech, really well written, really perfect. Can't say much more than that. Sharon being the power broker, I think we knew it all along. Man, I forgot even to ask you guys to subscribe, but oh well. Sharon being the power broker, I mean, it was pretty obvious when they showed you who the the episode where she shows up, episode 3, it's called The Power Broker, and they go to Madripoor, and you never see who the Power Broker is, but who are we introduced to in that episode was Sharon. So for me, especially as like, I think it was episode 4, and then what she was doing last week, where she was talking to Batroc, and it was like pretty clear. I was like, yeah, she's probably the Power Broker, and then sure enough, it was confirmed here. And this put her in a special place. She's like the end credits, mid credits scene or whatever showed. Like, she's got some opportunities now to sell a whole lot of stuff. So Sam kind of unwittingly set her up. You know, this Sharon Carter is no longer the Sharon Carter we enjoyed before. You know, I don't think it was that much of a turn for her to be this kind of villainess kind of thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal because she was always a spy. You know, when we met her in the Winter Soldier movie, she was a spy. She was living next to Captain America as a nurse, right? But was spying on him, keeping an eye on him. We saw her in Civil War. She was a spy. She was working for the CIA, so she's been trained in that. And then she's lived the last 5 or 6 years, 2 years on the run after Civil War to the events of Infinity War, right? And then the 5 years after that to where Endgame left off. So she spent like the last 7 years basically on the run in the MCU as a fugitive, and she's got spy training, so she's going to do whatever it takes for her to survive. In that 5 years, that Falcon and Captain, even for Steve Rogers to forget about her entirely for 5 years after she was on the run with him for 2 is pretty sad and pretty offensive. So I get it. I would be mad too. So I'm totally down with Sharon's turn. I think it's believable. I'm down with it. You know, shame on you, Steve Rogers. You left her to go make out with her aunt back in time or whatever. Okay, fine. But the least you could have done is thrown her a bone at the end of Endgame and brought her back into the fold. But hey, I guess we forgot about that. What a shame. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was cool. John Walker, U.S. agent. I mean, people who were fans of the comics knew this was going to come. He was like, it's the same, but in black. And we're all like, yes, thank you. It's the same. Pretty interesting. You know, he didn't have a shield in his U.S. agent outfit, but I bet he'll get one. But he's got the super soldier serum, right? So maybe he won't get one for a while. And so the U.S. agent shield is basically the Captain America one. They just take out the star. And it's like red and white stripes all the way through. So we'll see if he gets one. Who this Contessa person is, I mean, I know who she is. She's like Madam Hydra at some points in the comics. Other points, she is like Nick Fury's girlfriend. She's been an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's pretty nebulous, I think. So the way that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is playing her is nebulous, but I think she's going a little bit too far, like really kind of hammy. And I liked it in the last episode, but to see her again do the exact same thing in this episode, I was kind of going like, is there anything else you can do, Julia? Like, I know you're talented. We've watched you on Seinfeld. We watched you on Veep, The Adventures of Old Christine. You know, she's a very talented comedian, but come on, like, do something a little bit different. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So I don't know if this really sets up the Thunderbolts, you know, whatever. I don't know where U.S. Agent's going to see the light of day again. We'll have to find out because we haven't seen. I mean, we know what everything else is coming with all the Marvel movies and the Disney Plus shows. We haven't had a season 2 announced of any of these shows. We don't know if Sam's going to get his own Captain America movie. I think he does. I think he deserves it. He should. I want to see it. And I thought it was really cool for Captain America, Sam Wilson, his first bad guy to fight was right off the bat, Batroc, the Leaper, who's a classic Captain America villain. A little sad that, you know, the Power Broker shot him. You know, bye-bye GSP. Sorry, your time is done, but thank you for your service. You know, you did a great job. I don't know who else could have played Batroc. When you're like, we need a Frenchman that knows martial arts, and you're like, I have a French Canadian, and they're like, great, we'll take him. Like, I don't know who else you would have found. Maybe who's, you know, a name kind of thing that would make people get impressed. I think George St. Pierre, pretty good choice for that. And that him showing up in that's all the Russo brothers. Him showing up in the Winter Soldier as Batroc, I think, was perfect. So, and it's pretty good. Really impressed with this finale. There were episodes that were up and down, you know, but I think as we've been talking about the curve of excitement and stuff, this episode did it in terms of the finale, in terms of like all of the episodes together. If you look at where the action curve is and the cliffhanger or whatever, this had the action peak through most of the episode, and then we had our little resolution the last like 10 or 15 minutes or so with all the little setups for where everybody's going. I think really did match the formula and stuff like that. So structure-wise, I thought this episode was pretty good in terms of the whole, and in itself. There was a lot of action in this episode, so that helped a lot. But overall, I think I would definitely recommend this show. I definitely need to sit my wife down and have her watch it. She hasn't watched WandaVision or Captain America, mainly because I want to watch them Friday mornings, since we're in this whole COVID time, and I want to do the reviews for you guys and get them up early and on time. So, I have not shown her that stuff. I need to. She's watched all the other Marvel movies, so she needs to watch this stuff, right? Right? Come on. But really impressive. 2 thumbs up. I tweeted at Anthony Mackie as soon as this was done. I was like, congratulations, this was amazing. Fantastic show. And we got to talk about Bucky too. He's in the show. He's the Winter Soldier. He's half the title. He gets a little bit of closure, I guess, because he tells that old man that he killed his son, that he murdered him. Pretty impressive. Not impressive, but closing the loop in terms of his story. He's crossed off all the names in the book, and he gave the book to the doctor, his psychiatrist, or whatever. Pretty neat. But I got a question, though. If that's Cap's book with all of Cap's notes, and then you turn it into your book with your notes, like, you couldn't have taken a picture and sent it to her to say that you crossed off all the names. You gave her the actual book. Like, as Indiana Jones would say, that belongs in a museum. It was a little weird, but hey. And the fact that those two guys are like, at the end of the last episode, they were like friends, teammates, countrymen, co-workers, whatever. Like, they're almost not quite best buds. It seems like at the end of this episode they were. I was hoping at the montage shot we'd have a shot of Bucky hitting on Sarah, Sam's sister, but we didn't get that. But I was also really wanting a shot of the boat in the water. We saw so many shots of them fixing up this damn boat. Never once did we see this thing take off or, launch out of the dock and into the water. I thought for sure that would have been the last shot. Bucky and Sam and Sarah and Sam's nephews on the boat, in the water, like, hey, we got it working, let's go. The fact now that Sam's a local celebrity and that will hopefully keep his sister in business. This is where Captain America eats, or this is where Captain America fishes. If that keeps her in business, she can put up a restaurant or something and have all these pictures of Sam when he was a little kid, and people can come in and look and go, oh yeah, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? I guess the cachet of being Captain America is a lot bigger than being the cachet of being the Falcon or being an Avenger. As we saw in the first episode, the guy could barely remember his name or where his face was. Now he's Captain America. Everybody knows. So hey, hopefully it helps out Sarah. I really like that actress. She did a great job. Even though she didn't have that much to do in this episode, I thought throughout the series, excellent. All around, I thought this series really well done. Even though week to week there were episodes, as I said, like, that were not necessarily my favorite. That's okay. But overall, if I were to binge watch this again, or binge it for the first time and watch from 1 to 6 all in one day, I think I would be in love with this show. So, really impressed with this finale. 2 thumbs up. This was fantastic. I couldn't want anything more out of this, honestly. So, I'm really pleased with it. Let me know what you guys thought down below, and we will see you guys next time in the Funny Pages. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.